Hello
Hey, hello. How are you
and
doing?
welcome, everyone. Apologies for the late start, but
In,
you gotta love technology.
in
You've gotta love it.
Gotta love it. Hi, Sayed. How are you doing today? You okay?
I'm all right, my brother. How are you? How are you? Most
I,
importantly, how are you doing? Hey,
I am
surprised you still
fun.
got hair on your head.
Honestly, I am fantastic. Yeah, I'm great. And most importantly, guys, welcome to a very late roll of advice, the show where we give you advice based on the roll of a die. Now, if you didn't know already, this is how the show works.
Mm-hmm.
Basically, we'll read out your question that you sent into us via our social media and on this live show today. And we will also then roll the
Roll the
dice,
dice.
find out what number you've got, discuss that bit of advice, and then we'll answer your questions. Now, what does the rolls mean? Very good question. Rolls are, if you get a one or a two, that's a short and sweet. If you get a three or a four, we'll talk about it a little bit. Won't we talk about it, say it?
We certainly will. Give it a bit of a
Indeed,
chit chat.
indeed.
Bit of chit chat chat.
And five or a six, that jackpot advice. That is the one that you want. Now that I've answered the now that I've done
Ex-
that, now that
now
I've
that
done
now that,
that,
you, now that you've explained the
now that I've
show, now
explained
that
it,
it works.
now that I've said, tell us who's our sponsor for today's episode.
Now, sponsors for today's episode, guys, are Polaris Events. And, guys, honestly, you need to go check them out right now. If you're not doing it, yeah. If you're on the stream right now, just go down. It's in the description. The links are there. Go check out the website. Go check out the Instagram. You're probably wondering who Polaris Events are. They will cater for any sort of event that you may have planned, whether it's a birthday, anything corporate, anything at all. Their amazing portfolio will leave you absolutely shocked because of how amazing it is. Now, not only that, they are the what was that award that they won, Kasim? That amazing award that they won in the last year,
They
2020.
they won the Asian Wedding Decorators of the Year award for 2020. Now, if that isn't an accolade to go by, I do not know what is. So, like I
Exactly.
said, make
Yep. So
sure
go check them out.
to
And again,
that's the
a
one.
massive thank you to our other sponsors at ELT Prints. Again, if you want to make sure that your house is looking nice with some nice, amazing decoration on your walls in prints, then ELT have 100% got you covered. Don't forget to use our discount code Roll of Advice 20 when you get checking out. Don't forget, guys, don't miss out. And again, check out their amazing portfolio. The link is in the description. Go down, give it a click, and go check them out. All right.
All right.
All
Now,
right. And
say
oh
it.
yeah. Now, before we get into that, a massive thank you though for everyone. Yeah.
Indeed.
Like I always say at the start, without you guys, the show wouldn't work. So keep
It
it
wouldn't.
up, sending in your questions via Instagram, sending them via Facebook. And what we would like to see as well moving forward, guys, is get your questions that you want to ask us. Leave them in the comments, and we'll definitely see if we can
Do
pick
it.
them up and get it done there. So leave us a comment with a question, or if you've got anything that you want to contribute to the show, like an advice, comment. Yeah, don't be shy. Don't be shy.
Don't
And
be shy.
now this is where you're going
And
to
on
ask
that
me.
note, say it. Do tell us what's your issue of the day.
Well, my issue of the day, Gassim, right? I don't know if you ever experienced this. Yeah. But say, for example, something's going to be, you got something planned and you're waiting and
Yeah.
you went to do something
I,
that's
I mean, I
planned.
mean,
And then
I
two
mean,
minutes
I mean,
beforehand,
so
2 minutes beforehand, you get a message
yeah,
saying, urgent, call. What do you do if you get
yes.
told something at the very last minute?
Well, what I'd do is I'd show much mercy to the person, and that is the advice that I'd give. Now, because I've answered yours, let me tell you my issue of the day, people. My issue of the day is this. It ties in very nicely with what Sayed's issue of the day is, which is my computer just on go live decides to explode. I kid you not, it's gone. I don't know what's happened to it. I don't know why it hasn't happened. And I was in a panic mode. And I tried to fix it. Kept going on, and instead I couldn't figure out a solution. So so what do I do just before go live? Pick up the phone. Roll them punches. Pick up the phone. I go, Sayed, help me, please. I'm stuck. My computer's blown up. I don't know what to do. And Sayed talked me through many different solutions, which I tried. Turns out none of them worked. And
he's been a bit generous there. My only solution was, have you tried switching it off and turning it back on again? And then I was out of ideas.
Yeah. So I tried tinkering with it to make sure that I was getting, my full setup working for the show. Turns out, I can't. So my issue, Sayed, is that one, how do I make sure that I have a solution to a problem which might happen like that, especially when I'm doing the show? And secondly, Sayed, how do I make sure that I do not upset my co-host by going on the last second?
Show
mercy. Remember my advice. Show mercy.
We'll do the second one first. The second one is very easy. Just make sure that everyone's well informed with what's going on. Yeah, that's it. And I'm sure you'd agree, Kasim. I was very understanding of the situation. Yeah,
very understanding.
I gave you a little pep talk beforehand. Yeah, which was like, don't worry about it. It happens. It's life. Forget about it.
Yes.
Put it behind you. Put it in your mental recycle bin and move on. Yeah.
Move on.
And as a backup plan, again, I don't really need to tell you, Kasim, because you're doing it, which is great.
I am doing it. Yes.
You've thought out the box and you thought, what can I do that can get me onto the show? Yeah, we're a little bit late, guys. Do you know what? Yeah, get over it. It's done. But hey, we're here. That's the important thing. We are here.
Here, baby.
And imagine seeing Kasim without his beautiful face.
I know, man. I know. And do you know what, though? I do have to say that despite our issues of the day, thank you so much to everybody who have stuck it out and waited for us, come back and tuned in. Honestly, we love you. We do. Now, on that note, now that we've got those out of the way, Sayed, tell us the first question of the day.
Oh, before I go into the first question, I don't know if you remember this, Kasim. Have you got anything for Kasim versus the world?
I do have something for Kasim versus the world. Kasim versus the world today is, I think, and now I could be wrong. That's for you guys to decide. But I think that dessert is compulsory after every meal. Now, you might say, turn around and say, this is a bit of a weak one because of health benefits and blah, blah, blah. But all desserts. So fruit also goes as a dessert after a meal, by the way. Just to want to clarify that before anybody. And the reason I say this is because I read an article by a doctor, very world famous doctor. Can't remember his name because I don't have a computer where I could tell you what his name was. But I read an article which said that people should have dessert after. And I am definitely of agreeal. So that is Carson versus the world. Do you agree with me? Do you not agree with me? Tell us your thoughts later on. Now, Sayed,
let's get to the first question. So the first question comes in from Brad. Brad says, hey guys, my work colleague Sam, she doesn't like me at all. She's snapping at me all the time. She talks rudely to me, ignores me at times. Other people have offered to speak to her on more than one occasion to try and see if they can resolve this. And the one time I said yeah, someone spoke to her, and then she came stomping towards me and shouts in my face, "The next time you want to say something about me, be a man and come yourself, and don't send one of your snakes." She then walks off. I was embarrassed, needless to say, as it was in front of everyone in the whole call center. Shall I A, forget about it, or B, bide my time and give her a piece of my mind? Now,
Ooh,
before we
well,
get into it, let's take a look and see what the die says.
indeed.
It's a 3.
We got a 3. Okay. So just to remind everybody what that means we will talk about it a little bit and we'll get into the main advice. Now, Sid, what's your initial thoughts on that?
Well, that's a horrible predicament to be in, man. To
is.
have someone come up to you and shout in your face in the office, call you a snake.
What call you a snake?
You know, be a man.
So
come to me yourself. Don't send your
be
snake.
a man. Yeah, man, 1000%. Now, I don't know about you, but the way I'd handle this situation is very much option number 2. Because I just feel
okay.
I'd bide my time, man.
Okay, go give us some advice then. Hey, getting straight into it, Cassie.
So I am gonna and this is why, because I feel like if I'm gonna do this, I'm not gonna, especially in a workplace. Like the thing is I do it in an elegant way. Because at the end of the day, I've got my job that I care about.
Do you really care about that job, though?
Depends how much they pay me, innit? Depends how much they pay me.
If you pay me well,
they're not paying me enough.
My job.
If you ain't paying me for this, then I'm out. I'm out. It depends how much they pay me.
Okay.
Now, I think the way that I'd go about doing it is I'd take my time. I'd find out any time that she slips up. You know, like when you're listening in on because obviously in a call center, you know, depending on whether you're in sales or customer service, you know, you're gonna get things wrong. You're bound to get things wrong at some point, right?
Right.
So you just listen out. You just listen out for that one slip up, and then pounce. Boom. You keep mentioning it and say and you know what? You do it in such a way where it's so elegant that it doesn't even seem like anybody else can turn around and say anything against you. But she knows a point that she knows that you're doing it.
So you
and then every time you walk past her, and but before anything else, every time you walk past her, yeah, you just go up to her ear and you go, tss,
ooh, you snake her.
Yes, snake her.
Damn. Okay. So revenge is a dish best served cold with snake sounds.
Exactly that. That was beautifully summed up. Beautifully summed up.
Well, I'll tell you what I would do, Brad, if I was you. First of all, I would go and buy a snake toy and put it around my neck as I walk around the office every day. Yeah. So you're gonna call me a snake? Yeah, I'll be like Jake the Snake Roberts, yeah, like WWE back in them days. You know? Walk around with a snake around my neck. Yeah. And do you know what I would do? I would do it again, just see what happens. I would send someone to go talk to her and say, can you please have a chat with her about how she handled that situation? I don't think it was really professional. And let's see if she does it again. And if you don't do that, yeah, then Brad, you ain't tough enough, mate, to be working in an office environment. It's cutthroat. It's cutthroat. Yeah.
That's it.
That's what I would do if I was you. And that's the bottom line. But most importantly, find a crack and shatter the glass.
Indeed, man. Just do
it. Big Papa, I would invite you on to explain that line to me, please, because I don't get it. Find the crack and shatter the glass.
The glass. Oh, gotta love it.
Is she glass bottle? I love it, man. Come on, I'm enticing you, Big Papa. Get on this show. Most importantly, guys, I'm enticing you. I'm not even sent out the link. Oi, 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 oi. This is amateur.
Oi, oi, oi.
This is amateurish.
Amateur.
Holy moly! Right, guys, if you do want to join us,
There's your
on the
link.
stream,
Make
there's the
sure.
link. Yeah, get on.
Make sure that you do. We love hearing from you.
We do, man. So
Now,
let's go
Sayed,
on.
I think we answered that in a very, very beautiful way. Sayed,
I think
do
we did.
honour us with the next question.
Certainly well, certainly well. This one actually did make me laugh, Qasim. I remember it made you laugh as well. This one comes from Buzzy 6. Okay,
Aldrin. Yeah. Sorry,
I'm-
go on. Lightyear?
that's-
No. Okay.
I do know them. I do know them. What was Buzz Lightyear? There's a snake in my boot.
Snakes in the Office, Buzz Lightyear. Oh, sorry, go on. No, that was Woody who said snake in my boot.
Oh, there we go. I was going to say, blaming L. I've tried to trick you then. I thought it worked.
Nah.
I thought it worked.
I'm too much of a Toy Story fanboy, man.
Oh, my days.
I grew up with that film.
I know, I remember. Right. Buzzy. Buzzy's like, listen, guys, my brother thinks, when my brother thinks that something is like really cool or good, he shouts out 2 words, right? And these 2 words are Goli Mar, which means fire the gun in English. Now, he's been told it's a Punjabi phrase he learnt from work that means awesome. I asked my mate Imran, who told me what it really meant, which is fire the gun. Now, I find it absolutely funny when he says it because he's clueless. Shall I tell him what it really means or just enjoy the laughs?
Well, let's roll that dice and find out, shall we?
So this geezer, man, he's like, Goli Mar. That means awesome. It's a 5.
Okay, so let's do a little bit of role play for this one, Sayed, right? Let's do 2 scenes. First scene being when the mate tells his little brother. Let's call the little brother Simon.
Let's call him Simon.
Right.
Because Simon says.
Let's call him Simon, right? So the mate tells Simon, right, about Golimar, right? And then the second one is that, let's do it like, Simon's playing PlayStation or something, and he scored a goal on FIFA, and he shouts out Golimar, right? Let's start those both out, right? So who do you want to be?
I'll be Simon.
You'll be Simon, all right? Okay. So I'll be the mate, yeah.
Gaston's like, I don't want to be this guy. Why did I offer the choice?
It's all good. No, I should have said. Right, no, it's all good. Right.
Okay, go. Let's go. Let's do it.
Simon, what's going on? You all right?
Golimar. Actually, no, I'm confused. I'm not.
What are you doing? No, I'm telling first with the. My guy doesn't even know the word yet. My guy doesn't even know the word. And he's shouting it out. Holy, bro, are you Punjabi already?
Yeah, man. Some other guy taught me this.
Some other guy told you. All right, let's go. Let's go to that other guy and role play that one.
Yo, I heard
Simon,
Golimar
right?
means, everything's awesome. It's brilliant. Yeah.
That's the one, man. It does. It definitely does. If anything, that is exactly what it means. And do you know what? What you find is a lot of Asian people that shout it out when something amazing happens. I suggest you do the same, Simon.
Oh, I think that's an amazing idea. I think I will go do that right now. Golimar, Golimar.
Awesome.
There we go.
Hey, that's the one.
That was funny, Qasim. That was more funny. Than it intended to be.
Indeed. Now, you're playing PlayStation. I'm the big brother. Come in. Yo, you're all right, Simon. What you doing? What you playing?
Golimar. Yeah, that's right. I'm absolutely Golimar, man.
What?
Even though I sound a bit American with the man. Golimar, man.
No, Golimar. Now,
I tell you what, man, Ronaldo, man, he's a proper Golimar, man. I'm telling you. Love it, man. Absolutely Golimar it, bro.
He's a proper what?
He's a proper Golimar.
He's a proper firing the gun.
What are you talking about? It means
Firing
awesome,
the gun. That's what you just said.
It means awesome, mate.
No.
Stop trying to think you know
Goalie.
Punjabi when you don't, mate.
Nah, I asked my friend
Yeah,
Qasim.
yeah, whatever.
Yeah. Qasim, no. Qasim told me. Qasim, no, listen.
Do you know what it is
Qasim
with
told
you? Do
me.
you know what it's with you though?
It
You're always
means
jealous. Whenever I start something, you just want to jump on the bandwagon. Why don't you go find your own phrases?
that I wanted to know what
Yeah,
it meant. That
yeah,
was all.
yeah,
So I
yeah.
went and asked Qasim.
Just because
Qasim
I'm
told me.
Goli Mar and you're
He
not.
said goli means
Yeah.
gun.
Just because I'm Goli Mar and you're
Goli
not.
means gun.
Yeah, go. Yeah. I'm
When you
Goli
say
Mar,
mar,
bro.
that's firing.
Yeah, whatever, mate.
So firing the gun.
Yeah, go Goli Mar.
Goli mar, firing the gun.
Yeah, go Goli Mar out this room.
Don't believe me? Hey, listen. If you don't believe me, go ask your mate. Go ask your mate.
In fact, I'm going to Google it right
Call
now.
him. No.
I'll Google Punjabi.
Google it.
English
Google
translation.
it. Google Punjabi to English translation. Do it.
Hey, Google, what does Goli Mar mean? Fire the
Goli
gun.
mar means firing the gun.
Damn, man. Shoot the bullet! My friggin' phone!
Shoot the bullet! Oh my god!
I don't know if you heard it.
Spoke for you. Yeah, pretty much. Yeah, firing the gun, shoot the bullet. All same and same, man. Right? Shoot the bullet.
Oh man! Oh,
That
okay,
has to
Google.
be-
Bye, Google. Shut up.
As if Google like yo.
Yeah, Google's like
multicultural,
shoot the
I tell
gun.
you
Man.
what.
It was absolutely awesome, man.
Love it. So there you go.
Okay, so
I told you that's what I meant.
So in a nutshell, then, Qasim, you would want to say, tell him the truth.
100%, man. You've got to tell him the truth.
Nah, man.
He's gonna go up to the wrong person and say something one day based off what somebody else has said, and he's gonna get himself knocked out.
Nah, man. I think what you should do.
If he's that gullible, yeah, you're his big brother, man. You need to look out for him. If he's that gullible that he's went to one of his mates who's told him that, if his mate goes and tells him another word to go and say, which is not the right word to say, especially to somebody else, and he goes and says it thinking it means fantastic, yeah, he's gonna get fantastic out to the floor.
Nah, man.
So
look, he's been knighting the first words of Goli Mar Punjabi brothers. Well, at least it wasn't any bad cuss words, which a lot of people are taught instantly. Now, I would actually say, yeah, that Buzzy, you should actually don't spoil it. Yeah, tell him he's been told the wrong thing, and it actually means something else, like "I suck." Yeah, so make him feel absolutely stupid for using the word Golimar. Yeah, and just keep constantly saying the word to him, so he feels like a right tool for not checking out what the word means. And then he'll eventually find out it means shoot the gun when he's been embarrassed and belittled by you every single day by you telling him that he sucks.
Nah, be the nice big brother, not the bully big brother.
How do you know he's the big brother? He might be the younger brother. He didn't say.
He might actually. That's true. You could be the younger. If you're the younger brother, man, then definitely be nice, because then you'll just get the beats. Pretty much.
And it's all about the beats. It's all about the beats.
Now that we've answered that, Sayed, honour us with the next question.
The next question. Okay. Next question comes from...
Imagine, man. Sorry, I was laughing. I was still laughing.
The next one actually comes from Grinchy. Now, Grinch says, hey guys, my wife's already planning Christmas, and we're only in March, which kind of shows how long ago we got this question, because we're just in April now. What's up with that, guys? Last year was our first Christmas as a married couple, and because of COVID, things didn't go to plan. So now she wants to ensure she's fully prepared for this year's Christmas. The issue is, whenever I bring up that it's too early, we end up arguing. What do you suggest I do to resolve this?
That's a great question. Let's roll that dice and find out.
Let's roll that dice and find out. And I will do in a moment once my light starts going a bit meh.
Boom, there we go.
It's a tree.
3. That means we will talk about it. Now, I'm going to start this one off saying, I think...
You think a lot.
I think that in a situation... I do think a lot nowadays,
I like it. I like it.
It's been good for me. It's been good for me. Now, I think that in a situation where because I'm not married, I can't talk, from a relationship standpoint. So I'm going to talk about my own standpoint. If
No,
there's an event,
this is where you got to
no,
put
no, no,
yourself.
wait,
You got to put yourself in their
in
shoes.
that shoes, yeah. So
Bit
I'm
of
going to give it from two
empathy.
perspectives, yeah, because if there's an event that's coming up down the line, especially as a guy, I ain't going to be bothered about it up until it comes up. Do you know what I mean? Because why would I? You know,
Let's say, for
there's no
example,
point. There's no point thinking about it now when it's going to happen later. But on the flip side,
let me put you in a scenario. Let me put you in a scenario. Okay, you've got married.
Go for it.
Yeah.
Okay.
And let's say it's going to be like your first Eid.
Okay.
All right.
Yeah.
And the missus says, right, we're going to invite everyone over for Eid.
Yeah.
And let's say it's the big one, so it's not the first one, it's the second one, so it's the good like 7 months ahead.
Proper.
She's talking about it now though.
Okay.
How would you feel?
It's
the first one as a family.
I'd be excited. I would be excited. I'm not gonna lie. I love Eid though, man.
Okay.
But this guy's literally titled himself as the Grinch.
Yeah, because he thinks it's too early. He thinks it's too early to be talking about Christmas. But she's like you. She's like, yo, it's our first Christmas as a family. We want everyone round.
Yeah, but wait. Let me rephrase. Yeah, I ain't excited because it's my first Eid with her. I'm excited because it's Eid.
Wow.
I mean, I'm happy that she's there. Do not get me wrong. That's even
better. I mean, I will clip this.
I
will clip this, and when you get married, it's getting played in one day. I promise you.
Oh snap!
I'll do a little speech beforehand saying, "Listen, if you're planning on doing anything for Eid, just listen to this. Boom, I'll play it."
Yeah, I've just ruined the rest of my. Oh well, that's going to be fun. Until then, though. No, I think it'd be jokes. I think it'd be
okay. On a serious note, what advice would you give? What advice would you give? Remember, it's a 3. So
the advice that I'd give would be this. I think don't be a spoil sport. Yeah, she's excited about Christmas. She wants to spend some time with you. Let her plan it. Obviously, she ain't gonna start buying things now straight away, But at least she knows that when the time comes, she'll have a good Christmas with you, and hopefully by that point, by the end of this year, lockdown's gonna be gone forever. We won't need to go into lockdown. We'll all be roaming the streets and be free little birdies again. And then from there, hopefully you can have the entire family around for Christmas too. It'll be great. Let her do a thing.
Let you do your thing. Holy moly. My advice would
what's
be...
your advice?
My advice would be, I think you're doing the right thing, man. I think you need to ground it. Yeah, it is a bit early to be talking about Christmas right now. We're in April, so many months advance. You planned about 3 months beforehand. Yeah, so suck up all that excitement. Be like a Hoover and suck up all that Christmas energy right now. Yeah? And if she wants to argue about it, then just say, look, I'll only talk to you when you calm down.
Oh my god, I was not expecting you to go down that route at all there after what you just said to me. So well, there you that's like that is gold. Oh my god.
That's me, man. That's me.
Did
a full 360.
You threw me all over the show. Full 360. Love it.
That's Grinchy. Grinchy, I hope you enjoyed that, man. I know we're a bit late, but hey, better late than never. And on that note, guess what time it is? Guessing.
It's Gassy versus the world, guys. Now, like I said in this one, I'm very passionate about this one because I am huge on dessert. So just to remind you what it was, I read an article and I completely agree with it from a scientific person, because last time when science was involved, I lost the point. So from a scientific perspective, it said that dessert after each... It did indeed. Oh, dessert. Now, unfortunately, I can't put the score on the screen like normal because my setup's all cabooshed. But I saw that. But if I'm not mistaken, I believe the score is 5 to the world. No, 5 to
Six
the
to one.
world and 3 to me. Or is it
6-1.
6 to the world, 3 to me? Okay. Now, this is what the Carson versus the world was. Scientifically, it's been proven that eating dessert after every meal has health benefits. Now, I need to clarify this with you. Desserts are often thought of just like ice cream and chocolates and stuff like that. Not necessarily the case. A dessert can also be something like fruit because it increases the chances of people having their 5 a day. Because we know a lot of you out there ain't having your 5 a day. Like they say, an apple a day keeps the doctor away. Now, not our doctor though. That's completely different. Do not get confused. However, saying that, I think that you should have dessert, and I think if you want to sneak in a little chocolate bar now and then, so do it. So the main thing is you've got, if you think, for example, you've got dinner, are you going to go through the effort of having to make dessert as well as the food that you normally have? Is it worth that extra time and effort, especially in today's in our busy lives? What's your thoughts? And by the way, guys, the link is here. It's going to be popped up on the comments shortly. You can scroll up a little bit and you can find it again. It's just come back in now. If you want to join in and debate this, then let us know. Now, I am of the strong belief that this is the case. Now, Sayed, I know that normally we don't get you to. That's all good. I know that normally we don't get you to get involved in this one as much, but whilst the chat rolls up some of their opinions on this, say, do you want to speak on behalf of the world a little bit on this one?
Okay. I think you're wrong, Kasim. I think you're going to get your brain checked. Yeah. I think you've been absolutely brainwashed by someone on the internet that's written like an article. Yeah. Dr. Hyde, who's probably done it, thinking he's so cool and super. Yeah. Desserts after you've eaten is stupid, Kasim. Absolutely stupid.
Okay, but why?
And if you think, yeah, that after you've stuffed your belly with all that food, you want to go eat an apple? Hell no. You want to savor that flavor. Yeah. You want to go sweet in your mouth. You want to still want, I can still taste what I ate during lunch. Oh, I love it. You don't want a banana or a Manchester tart ruining that taste, do you? Do you, Kasim? Kasim, what's your favorite? What's your favorite meal? What's your favorite meal? What's your favorite dish?
My favorite meal, my favorite dish, man. It has to be.
Not dessert.
It has to be lamb. It has to be lamb curry with peas in it.
Lamb curry with peas in it.
Side,
okay.
man.
You've had that lamb curry, now you've had your peas, you've eaten it. Yeah. Damn, it tastes lovely. You got that aftertaste, that lamb and that thing, yeah. Do you want to ruin that amazing taste with a stupid dessert? I don't think you do.
Look, yeah. If you've had an ice cream straight after something spicy to cool down that spice.
Look what you've done now.
Have that ice cream nice and cold and cool and calm. Look, even Chungus agrees with me because dessert tastes wonderful. And if you disagree, you do need help. Now, what's more important? Say, do you want to read that one out for us?
Can't read for a second, man. Man.
No, let me read it. It said that's the worst representation for the world ever. Holy macaroni!
Huh?
I guess
that's.
Can't
see. I can't hear you.
Oh, did it cut off? Did it cut off? Hello. Yeah.
Hello.
Yeah. I bet it did.
Hello.
No.
Can you hear me? Kasim.
Did you get everything that you did? Did you get everything that you did off Dr. Jekyll? Is that what happened? I'm off Dr. Hyde. You're a Dr. Jekyll.
Kasim, can you hear me?
Yeah, are you being serious now? Are you? Oh,
Qasim,
please don't, man. We've had half an hour of disruption. Do not be doing this to me right now.
hello.
Yeah, I can hear you, bro. I can hear you. And on that note, guys.
And on that note, you've riled my wife up so much since she started doing the show.
Oh, welcome, Alvi. How are we doing today?
Hi, I'm fine, thanks. How are you?
I'm very, very good.
This is dangerous.
Now, I believe
This is
that
dangerous, Qasim.
you on the last one were in quite a disagreement with regards to the cursive writing. What is your thoughts on versus Qasim versus the world?
I agree with you today, Qasim.
Ooh,
I agree
okay.
about desserts, but the only thing I don't agree with is fruit for dessert. Who wants fruit for dessert?
Ah. Yeah, no. I mean, me. If in all honesty, I mean, to be fair, his entire article was more tailored towards, being having by this, but he did. The title of the article did say dessert. It has been proven to be more beneficial, and on that note. Yeah, I completely agree, man. Who wants fruit for dessert, man? You want chocolate, you want ice cream, you want that. Do you know what? Look, here's a question for you. What's your favorite dessert?
Chocolate fudge cake and custard.
Ooh, imagine having that at the end of after each meal. Oof.
Oh, it's the best.
It's okay. Roy wants to find out what's Qasim versus the world. You haven't missed it. We're actually discussing it right now.
We're discussing it right now. So Qasim versus the world. Repeat is what is Qasim versus the world? Qasim versus the world is that dessert has been scientifically proven by a doctor of which name I cannot remember online to be a doctor. Yeah, that's the one. To be more healthy for you. That you should have dessert. It's been scientifically proven, and I agree with this. I think you should have more dessert. I think people, some of the arguments that were raised were that people don't have cooking extra, that they don't people are still blind to the health benefits of having dessert after their meals. And I just can't see it. Imagine having a meal and then having something something that tingles the taste buds right at the end, man. Leaves you with lovely sweet tooth. Where do you know what? At the end of the day, you can go to bed knowing that you had 3 beautiful meals, breakfast, lunch, and dinner, with some dessert.
Alf, what are your thoughts?
I agree. Yeah,
See,
yeah. You should come to my house and see how my cupboard is full of.
Full of treats. Holy moly!
I've got sweet.
Honestly, with somebody like me as well. Honestly, that cupboard I'll probably eat the cupboard too, just to make sure the vacuumed up now. See, this is what also came up as well. I can't agree with the article as it goes against everything everyone knows about nutrition. However, I think if you like dessert and you want it, eat it. Now here's the thing. They were saying that you could make the desserts healthy.
That is too funny.
What did say? Let's have a look. I was with Sayed until savored the chicken jowl freezy eaten earlier taste. Now I want a rhubarb crumble and custard. You see, my point. Dessert always prevails, and it's if you're having a healthy dessert.
Well, to be fair,
how can you go wrong?
I'm not a dessert fan at all. The last thing I want is dessert. So I'm
really good thing. Well, it's a good thing. Say in order to wrap this up, that you need to be unbiased in all of this, and with your own personal. Even though I did ask you to slightly earlier on. Now, I think we spent long enough on this. What is Your verdict.
My verdict
Are you
is
going to give it to the world?
I'm going to give it to you, Cassie.
The
I'm
king
going to
of
give it to you.
kings.
There's a lot of dessert people who absolutely they'll eat and they'll be like the first thing, right? Let's go get dessert.
Gasim defo deserves that one.
Yes.
I agree with Gasim on that one.
Love it. Thank you. Much appreciated. I am so that the score that this has now become 6-4. 6 to the world. 4. I'm catching up slowly but surely, guys. I'm catching up now. I'll be so much for joining.
Sorry, Cassim, you're choppy and you're breaking up.
I'm breaking up.
Yeah, you're coming through twice.
Oh,
maybe sometimes even 3 times. There we go. But yeah, so
Is that better?
guys, that is better. Okay.
Awesome.
Now, on that note, well done, Cassim.
Oh,
That was very good.
Thank you.
Very good. You know, you finally got one. And Mrs., thank you so much for joining us.
Thank you for having me. See you
Yep.
later.
Goodbye for now.
Bye.
Oh man.
Oh
Right.
wow! I was surprised.
No,
I thought the missus was
case, you put forward a good case, man. No, Mrs. Man, she absolutely loves dessert. There's no doubt about it, man. You had that in the you didn't have it in the bag, but a lot of people did agree with you. But yeah, it was an easy one. It was a very easy one. It was one that people well relate to and they will buy into very quickly. So I think it was a cop out, Gassim. It was a cop out. It was like your Pepsi versus Coke, an easy one. I like how Gassim gets his easy points. Yeah,
I don't know.
I completely agree with you, Roy, but he gets it. Now, guys, it's that time of the show. The moment you've all been waiting for.
It is indeed.
It's time to bring on the doctor. Now, before we do, guys, me and Gassim went through the questions. Like I always say, we pick a question that we think we can't give it justice. We need to let the doctor share his truth. Now, the question, who did the question come from? It came from Fred. Fred says, "Hey guys, I have the most amazing time with my partner. She's definitely my soulmate. The issue is, I've asked her twice now to marry me, and both times she said no, as she's not ready yet. Now, we're both in our 30s, and we met over 7 years ago at work. I'm thinking of asking her for a third time, as it's been a year since my last proposal. I just want to hear what you boys have to say. Should I do it or not?"
Oh, well, before we bring on the doctor, we must let you know that some say that the doctor was switched off the light bulb while staying in bed.
What? That was awesome.
Think of that one.
Oh, man. Oh,
The
man.
doctor once switched off the light bulb downstairs while staying in bed.
Wow, that's amazing, man. That must be wow. Okay. Now it has been said that the doctor doesn't use spell check. If he happens to misspell a word, Oxford will just change the spelling. And on that note, here becomes the doctor.
Let's bring in. Indeed. Welcome, doctor.
Doctor speaking. I'd like to start by saying I can confirm one of those statements is true.
Ooh, do tell which one. Don't.
We will let the chat figure out which one is true and which one is that of falsehood. And as we know, the doctor only stays with the truth. Now,
Indeed.
Fred, it's things like this. They always interest the doctor because I often wonder. Some people would say, "Well, Fred, never give up in the name of love," but the doctor says, "Fred, how much rejection is one man going to take?" Now, you've asked your so-called Mrs. your so-called other half in 7 years on multiple occasions. Let's take the big commitment, the big leap of faith, and let's tie that knot. The first time she said no. The second time she said, but no. And now you want to go back in for a third time, Fred. Well, I think you need help for the type of help that far supersedes what the doctor is capable of. Because, get slapped in the face once, you turn the other cheek. Get slapped in the face twice, you better be getting your fists ready. But for the third time, well, you might as well lay down and let her walk all over you, even more so than she probably already is doing. Now, should you ask her again? You want to know what the boys think? Well, go ask the boys. If you want to know what the doctor thinks, well, the doctor is telling you that the answer to that is a big no. Just like she said to you, you should say no to her. Oh, well, you shouldn't even ask her. But while you're on that journey, Fred, what you really want to be finding out is what is stopping her from making that leap of faith. There must be something that is stopping that commitment factor being included in her decision making. She clearly doesn't want to commit. Why not? That's what you want to find out. Now, some people do say, like the boss man has said in the chat, you never know. Third time lucky. And I guess the chat is lucky today because I am reading what they are saying. However, what I would say to that is, some people would say third time lucky. What I say is third time you're a fool.
Third time, yeah. Normally three's a charm, but third time,
you must be a fool, And it just goes back, to why would you want to spend your life with somebody who doesn't want to commit to you, not once, but twice? How much rejection is it going to take in your life, Fred? I think you need a long, hard look in the mirror and decide on who you really want to be and what you really want from your life, and maybe readjust the expectations slightly. However, if you're a doormat, then go ahead, ask again, and again, and again. And not only her, but everybody around you will keep walking over that doormat time and time again. And if you're lucky, a couple will even rub their feet on it to wipe the dirt off. But that's up to you, Fred. And that is the truth that I prescribe.
wow.
Words of wisdom right there from the doctor. I mean,
I've heard
I never knew that
three's a charm, but third time a fool.
three's a
Holy
charm,
moly.
third time a fool.
That's a new one. That's why.
That's a new one.
I bet that's been already updated by Oxford.
And that's why, I tell you what, that's why the doctor does what he does by prescribing the truth. Now, on that note, guys, I have to say a massive thank you to everybody who has participated in today's show. Thank you to the wonderful chat and to all of you guys who have taken your time out to come back, even though our little bit of a technical blip. Thank you so much for staying tuned. Most importantly, if you did like this video, be sure to leave us a subscribe, a follow, and hit that like button. Honestly, it costs you nothing, does us wonders. So just do it now. Like, there's nothing stopping you. Go for it. For my computer, by hitting the like. How about that? And on that.
And you're breaking up again. So on that note, I want to say
go for it,
everybody. And it's a goodbye from me and Qasim. It's a goodbye from you. And you're going to catch us again. I'm going to do a Qasim special on Thursday next week. All right. On Monday. That was in your homage. Okay, see you later, peeps. Goodbye for now.